So this is session 44B. And just, I think the quick recap from last session was almost entirely resolving the floating skull girl in the room to the east of the main stairwell, where Murakana picked up Moa's trickster god spirit, and then you guys all navigated the fan blade corridor into this 3-chest room that you're currently in, and I think we ended up with everybody getting into and activating the chests, and at this point we have in the pit in the middle of this room, just to give the description of this room one more time, so there's the 3 chests on the daises you can see that you guys have all hopped in, unlocked, and opened, and then I think Daji is in. Sorry, I was moving you so I could see and make sure it was the right character. Daji is in a 20-foot deep, smooth-walled pit with a sarcophagus, and that sarcophagus, as you guys finished activating the chests and clicking the buttons, that sarcophagus turned into transparent crystal, revealing a mummy-like creature within, and that creature is clutching a mace in its desiccated claws. So I think that is where we are at. Do we need any other recap or clarification or anything before we move forward?
Oh, really?
You good, Sib? I know it's been some time since we played.
I think I'm still with it.
Okay. Does one of you
Yeah.
want to play Murakana? Just so I don't have to try to play.
I nominate Lauken.
I guess. Like, I don't really know much about him, other than the fact that
It's
he
Murakana. That's about all you need to
just
know.
does charge and smash.
So what does he have? Just to give you some ideas, he's got Brutish Shove, which is like being able to two-handed melee weapon. So he strikes with it. If he hits, it initiates flat-footed until the end of Murakana's turn, and he can automatically shove it. So like, he can get a free shove attack in if he hits, or if you declare that you're doing a Brutish Shove, you can hit, and if you hit, you can shove him. He's got Dragon's Breath, which ain't so bad. I think that is yeah, he can only use it once per rage, and it's, a breath weapon. Follow-up Assault is basically if he fails to attack. I don't think it does anything right now because he doesn't have a weapon with backswing or forceful. He's got Knockdown, which is basically a melee strike that if it hits, you can use it to get a free trip attempt baked in. He's got Power Attack, which just does more damage, but I think it has a mild, or it takes 2 actions, but it does more damage, so it adds a die of damage. He's got Sudden Charge, which is pretty much an opener. He's got Sudden Leap, which means he can literally jump and attack at the same time, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's got 1 Attack of Opportunity reaction. He's got a reaction to basically if somebody walks away, he can stride up to his speed as a reaction to follow them. And he's got Reactive Shield, which probably won't come up. So basically, he's got a bunch of fun combat stuff.
Yeah, it seems like it.
And Rage, obviously. One other point, I posted some stuff about how the Investigator half of your character worked, Gale. Did you get a chance to...
Yeah, I've got that open.
So I just wanted to highlight. So like I was trying to figure out how devise a stratagem actually worked, and I was misunderstanding. So like, it doesn't get rid of your attack bonus. It lets you like. And that Reddit post was basically, if you do devise a stratagem, it gives you a lot of options to decide what the hell you're going to do because you already know what your role is going to be.
Right.
And then The non-combat thing is you can pursue up to 2 leads, and you just have to declare what they are. And then basically, if you are pursuing a lead, like, I'm going to try and figure out, like, I think something is suspicious about this room, like, you could declare that as your lead. And then you get a +1 circumstance bonus, and you also get, like, bonus abilities that you can share with other people. So it just basically makes you, like, better at solving things. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then I think you can follow up to 2 leads at once. You can change it once per 10 minutes. The only rule about that is if you drop a, quote, lead, you can't pick it up again the same day, right? So, like, if you decide I'm done with this room, you're done with the room. You can't re-pick it up, I don't think. Okay, cool. It's just...
May have figured out how to fix my character.
Oh, nice. Or you can just, like, go full-on alchemist. It's up to you. You can just throw bombs at shit and stuff. That's also completely valid.
When in doubt, C4.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's quite literally... I think I built your character, or at least in part, to be both incredibly good at healing and also do a fuck ton of, like, both fire and psionic damage with your bombs, because you have, like, mindbreaker bombs and shit like that.
Whoa.
I still have Dachi on my character list, by the way.
Oh, do you have access to Dodgy? Oh, I forgot to make Orbex. I'll make Orbex in a little bit.
Unacceptable.
Look, I
Needs to be here now so we can ERP him.
I have a version of Orbex open. Here, you know what? Let's create an actor. NPC. Orbex. Orbex.
I was surprised to find out that he was like a legit character with like a full name and everything in the lore. Not much of one, but like he still has a entry.
Yeah, you know. Let's find a token for Orbex. Oh, it's so nice that my brain is working again.
Yeah.
My brain
I
was...
get migraines fairly often and know exactly what you mean.
It was more the drugs. Like, the drugs you take to try and break it just...
Triptans usually just make me sleepy.
Mine made me fuzzy. Like, oh, I had to take 2 different ones today because this was not a minor migraine. This was one of those, like, full-on fuck you migraines.
Yeah, it's ones where the blood vessels contract in your brain and all that.
Yeah. Tomb of Annihilation, characters, search for Orbex. Orbex, there you are. Open. Come on, give me an Orbex. Copy it, go back to Foundry, go back to data, go back to tokens, and just drop it in there. Cool. Red Wizard.
Whoops.
What's up?
Oh, never mind. I was clicking on things.
Oh, did you make something happen that shouldn't have?
No, I got my character affected by the Major Cosmos Curse.
What the hell?
Which is what I believe she's up at, too, rather.
Let's just dump this in Pathfinder. Oh, it's called Avatar. I grabbed the wrong one. Well, that's fine. Cool.
Do you like how I only take half damage from falls and already am immune to any fall that's less than 60 feet? So I'd probably have to fall quite a ruinous amount of distance.
Hey, there's an Orvex. How many hit points should Orvex have? Let's say 60 just for... 60, 60... AC will be... I can't edit it. Well, let's just not hit Orvex. Okay, cool.
Well, he runs away anyway, doesn't he? Like every
He
fight.
almost always runs away.
Yeah, he like does a parting shot occasionally and then runs.
Yeah, well, it's Orvex. He's a
Yeah, I mean,
he's a
he's not. That's not his job.
yeah. Okay, so after all of this preamble, here
Yep.
we are. You are in the pit dodgy with this crystalline sarcophagus,
Yep.
and Gale,
Does anything happen to it, or is it like completely inert?
well, I mean the sarcophagus is an inanimate object. The
Yeah,
figure
but
inside of it is not doing anything right now.
okay.
It appears to be a mummified corpse of maybe a Sioux monster or something like that.
Hmm. I guess I'll ask the expert. Hey, Orvex, what do you think of this thing?
I would hazard that that is appears to be maybe Wongo, the Sioux monster trickster god. It does appear to be a mummified Sioux monster, and that would be Wongo. Um, I'm going to step back. I'm not sure what you're going to do, but
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence.
I have all the confidence in you. I do not have any confidence in myself to deal with such a creature if you find yourself in any sort of conflict with it.
Fair enough. Uh, hmm. Well,
I think Evlona and Nithla are just going to kind of get.
back up.
They're just kind of watching.
Fair enough. What do you reckon, Sib? You reckon we open it?
Well, it wouldn't be the worst idea we've had in this tomb, but if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna be standing back.
Fair
Have fun.
enough. I can jump out of that pit because I got cloud jump now, so. Or at least I can jump 60 feet, and this room is definitely not 60 feet.
We are just gonna pull out some of that alchemist's fire.
Yeah, just get ready to, like, fucking chuck shit into that pit.
Just juggle the bottle up and down. Just say when.
I guess I try to push the lid open. And yes, I realize that I'm enfeebled 4 and have like 6 strength, but
It's pretty tough, but you're able to start sliding the glass or crystalline lid. It's not as heavy as stone, so you're able to start moving it. As you
but
start moving the lid, uh, you see almost a twitch from the creature within.
right. I jump out.
Do you finish? Did you
So
finish?
does that count as when?
Sorry. Well, I like kind of shove it open and then like try to leap out if I can. Actually, I'll do that.
Yeah, take an action to shove it and an action to do your jump. Sure.
Yeah, like a movement to
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'm just kind of thinking it from like a combat round perspective. Yep, you're able to shove it off. You shove the lid off and leap back. You can make your move. That's fine.
Yep.
The lid shatters and the mummy inside begins animates and begins to rise up. And with that, we'll enter combat.
Oh,
Which means, oh, hey, he's not hidden anymore. Wait. Now he's not hidden.
yep. There he is.
Ah, there he is.
On goes, buddy.
Everybody can roll initiative.
Where's his dad though?
I will consider this as when.
Sure.
When? When?
Are you rolling? Are you doing an attack of some type?
Gale had a bottle of something unpleasant.
The
Ready
alchemist's
to
fire,
throw.
yeah.
You want to throw that at the thing as combat starts?
Yeah, actually, just let me check how many of those I should have right now.
I think you have like 13, and then they have like stacks of 3 or 4
Okay,
So-
'cause-
each.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so under weapons, it's only showing 1 under inventory.
I think it's so. The way that your quick alchemy works is that
Yeah, with the reagents, I can throw those together.
yeah.
right?
So you can basically use a quick alchemy action to make something. So you would have made it beforehand. I think the way it works right now is anytime you use quick alchemy to make something, you get 2 of them.
Alright, well, I'll use an action for that, and then I'll lob this thing there. And if I've got the 2, I might as well do that.
But I would point out he does have a stockpile though, and with the feat that he gets at rank 5, Field Discovery, you create 3 bombs in a set instead of 2.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Okay.
I mean,
So he
probably,
actually has like a fuck ton of bombs.
well, the question is how many he made at once. So, like, you would probably have, let's just say you have 3. Just to make life
yeah,
simple.
39 per day you can make.
Yeah.
Well, yeet.
Cool. I think it's under... a 23... Okay, yeah, using devise a stratagem. Cool. So the 23 does not hit, but you are going to get splash damage out of it.
And that is, I think I have it
This
here.
is this Alchemist's Fire moderate? Yeah, the splash damage.
Yeah, moderate.
2 fire splash damage.
Alright. If a 23 doesn't hit, that's concerning.
Well, to be fair, that was a really low roll.
This is
on your part.
Pathfinder. This
Yeah.
is Pathfinder, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's Pathfinder. Yeah, because you rolled
Yeah.
really low. Yeah, Jesus, you have a plus 18.
18 of that was your.
Oh, dude. Hey, I need to tell y'all about the dance roll that I had last night that's I'm still livid about.
So the bomb misses but splashes onto the mummy. You do notice, however, that it seems to burn it more than you would have thought the splash damage would have.
Oh, it is a mummy.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it took
probably
some
weak to
damage
fire.
there. And then we will begin combat. And the mummy rolled like a mofo, so that's cool. What did I give him? This is always fun.
Wings, otherwise he's just going to be helpless down there.
Oh man! Oh no, I rectified that.
Oh.
I
That's
rectified.
not good.
I rectified the movement speed so that it could, in fact, get out of the pit that it's in, because that was just stupid. Let's see. So, but he's got a total speed of 25. So he's going to move 5 feet here, 5 feet here. He's going to spend a second action to get up here because you threw that at him. So he basically spends 2 movement actions to get up to you, Gale, and then it is going to... I guess it's going to claw you because I didn't bother making a weapon for it. So let me see if I can add a weapon to it real quick. Because it should just have a mace. Equipment? Items. Equipment. Mace. There's a mace. Did that work? Yes. Equip. Main. Oh. Whatever, it's just going to claw you, because that's what I have. That seems fine.
I mean, not to Gale, it isn't.
Let's see here. Does a...
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Okay, and the damage is 18 slashing damage. And that is the mummy's turn. As soon as I find my turn.
There's new things too. You can like select something and then. Yeah.
Okay, so it is Nithla's turn. She... How many spells does she have? Yeah, that's right. I didn't get around to that either. God damn it. I just have to... Okay, well, she's going to Ray of Frost it because she doesn't have any fire magic, because why would she?
To be fair, I don't either.
Let's see here. Ray of Frost. Just roll the attack. A 33 will hit. Let's roll the damage. Whoa. There's a lot more options now. That's cool. Whoa. That'll be 22. God, it's weird switching to this system. 22 frost damage. And I think Nithla is just kind of stuck, so she's just going to stay there.
Yeah, she can't really back away or anything.
It is Murakana's turn.
I can't control Murakana's token.
Let me fix that. PCs, Murakana, permissions, Lyokin, owner. There you go. Now you should be able to do it.
Huzzah. Oh, everything's
Hey, give me
darker
just
now.
a sec.
Yep.
What was that?
He said give him a sec.
I'm just grabbing the water real quick. Got my
Oh.
headset.
Okay. I gave Murakana light because he has a glowy axe.
Yeah. No. It's just that it's darker because I think Daiji has improved dark vision.
Yeah, I'm not sure
So when I
exactly.
click on her
what I
token,
said,
she's...
but- Yeah. Well, 'tis Murakana's turn.
Yep. I would do... Oh, wait. That's still a movement and a strike anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a move and attack.
Functionally.
Yeah, functionally it is. And they got
Yeah,
rid of that
so-
10-foot madness, I think. So yeah,
Yep.
you can do that and then roll his strike.
Was his battle axe the one-handed?
Great
Actually, which
axe.
one does he have?
He would have had the
Great axe.
two-hander equipped.
Yeah, you would have had that one.
By default, he has the two-hander equipped.
Oh boy, that's a terrible roll.
Wow, that is awful. That does not... Or he swings, but the Sioux monster kind of... The mummy, for a surprising display of agility, leaps out of the way as he swings. And Murakana has one action left.
Well, I don't really see the much point in him raging at the moment, so though he would get pretty cut at missing. Hey, that's a bit better.
A 33 will hit. Did that have the map? Yes, it did. Cool.
Yep. And damage. Oof.
16 damage. That's a good slice into the monkey. Gale, it is your turn. Oh, look at that. The turn marker works in this one.
Hooray!
So purple means on deck, and white means your turn. For that.
Good to know.
Do you guys see the white border? Maybe not. I don't know.
No.
I see Gale with a white spinning circle and Dodgy with the purple spinning circle, but I guess maybe that doesn't work for everybody else.
Oh, I did see it briefly, if that's it.
Yeah, I don't see it anymore.
Oh, weird. Well, such is life. It is Gale's turn.
Is 5 foot a thing in 2E?
It is a thing. It costs an action, but it negates any reactions.
In that case, I'm gonna make this thing a bit further back.
Okay.
I think it's, step and stride, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a 5 foot. There's the step action and the stride action. And step is basically the 5 foot step, by another name.
Yep.
Alright, gonna do that. Real quick.
Oh, it does announce the turn in chat. It at least does that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to a healing bomb for now and just yeet another alchemist fire at this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sure.
it's gonna take some more splash damage though.
Gale does not have the world's best throwing arm.
Roll a d10 for me.
Oh.
That's a d12, but that's fair
That
enough.
was a d12. That was not the button I meant to press.
That's fine. I was gonna say on a 10 it hits Murakana, but it didn't. So. Cool. So that's move, act. Do you have another act you want to take? Oh, I guess if you roll with devise a stratagem bonus, that counts as an action.
Okay, so that would be both of them then. All right.
Yeah. So I guess for future, usually the way you want to do it is like devise a
Yeah, just
stratagem,
uncheck that.
or just uncheck it. Yeah, whatever. Cool.
All right.
Okay. Daji, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Well, we shall do performance to get my panache back. And that means rolling.
I like how you're basically that breakdancing fighter from Virtua Fighter.
And I roll terribly too. Love it.
Now, what is the skill check against for that performance?
Well,
Against-
technically it's anyone who was observing me, not just enemies, but
So it's against their base will? So it'd be like-
they just have to make a will save. It's a save, I believe. Because if they fail it, then they get fascinated. Or critically fail it, they get fascinated. If they just regular fail it, I still get panache.
well, you get
Yep,
panache.
and failed it.
So the
Sweet.
monkey's like,
I can tick that box.
so you've got your panache.
Cool. And then I sky jump over to where I have to roll a athletics check. Acrobatics? Yeah, acrobatics.
Yeah. Well, either or, I guess. I don't really care.
Yeah, I got a perk that lets me do both. So.
I guess, yeah.
Well, a terrible roll, but I still times that by 3, and that's how far I can jump. Which I'm pretty sure is,
Yeah. I think you're good.
yeah, well in excess of the room. So, jumping
What's
for Gale.
what is the skill that does that? I'm just curious.
It's the Major Cosmos Curse. I think I linked it earlier. It gives me Cloud Jump.
Triple the distance you long jump, so you jump 60 feet on a successful DC 20. Oh, it's a DC 20 check, huh?
Oh.
I should probably look what up that is, but that seems fine. It
But I also get quick jump because I don't need a long jump. Normally you need a run up with it, but
Yeah.
if
Okay,
you have quick
cool.
jump feet, then you don't. So
No, that seems fine. Whatever. And you have one action
Cool.
left.
And then, because I jumped in front of Gal, and we'll do... Shit, where is it? Shall prepare to take a hit.
Okay. It is then Evlona's turn. And she will do the very creative attack. And that'll hit. And damage. She's Ray of Frosting for 17 damage.
Jesus, 64. Yikes.
Well, it is D4s. I mean,
Oh no, but still, 6 of them for a cantrip isn't bad.
yeah.
Plus 6.
Yeah. And then it is Wongo's turn.
Oh shit, Orvex.
How smart. How smart. Okay. Not dumb. So you have a +2 bonus to AC. Who hurt him last? I think Murakana hurt him
Technically,
last.
Americana hit him, yeah.
Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Wongo's gonna kind of swing around Murakana to get to the other side.
Oh, but not leave his attack range, yeah.
Yep. And then he will claw. Oh, you know what? That's more fun.
What's that?
He's gonna psychic crush everyone.
Oh no.
So I need everybody to make a saving
What's
throw. The DC. I need a will saving throw. The DC is actually gonna be 29, not 25.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
The DC was not updated.
Jesus.
Okay. So that's a basic failure.
Yep.
So that's frightened 2 for you. I think Gale and Marcana are gonna need one too.
Oh, what's that? Let's have a look. You can drag and drop them too, that's handy. Fear effect.
Yep. So let's see who passes. So Nifla passes. Avlona's got frightened 2. Whoa. Oh, yeah, I can drag them onto them, can't I?
Sure can.
So she's got frightened 2. Nifla has frightened 1. You failed, so you have frightened 2. Marcana has frightened 2.
In my defense, I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Because, like, I have an absurdly high will save otherwise.
Can you roll Will Gale? Hmm. 30. That's a frightened 1. So let me drag that out. So basically, yeah, what does frightened do in this version of the game?
You are gripped by fear and struggle to control your nerves. The frightened condition always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to this value to all your checks and DCs. Unless specified otherwise, at the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened decreases by 1.
Oh, this is nowhere near as bad as it is in
Yeah.
5.
Doesn't stop us from, like, running at them or anything like that.
So basically, I think Gale, you have a -1, Nifla has a -1, and everybody else has a -2. And it'll decrement at the end of your turn. And that is Wongo's turn. Which makes it Nifla's turn. And she is going to make another cantrip at a -1, probably. Let's see if that actually works. Frightened minus... Oh, well that should be... Did I give her frightened 2? Interesting. Conditions. Where does it show it? Effects. Frightened. I don't know, it's giving a -2. Whatever.
Damn. It doesn't matter.
Does not matter at all. Because fuck you is why, I guess. Roll mode.
Damn.
What do criticals do on spell
Triple damage to dragons, double damage to all other creatures. What the fudge?
I don't
For
think
bomb or spell.
I don't know if I'm using that right now.
That is crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, a double damage on a crit. Yikes. Imagine getting that on a fireball. You just fucking clear the whole room.
What do Pathfinder spell criticals do? Do they do anything? Can you crit with spells in Pathfinder?
You usually have an
score.
effect.
What happens on magic crit? Pathfinder 2E. That's a good question. I'm just curious if it does anything.
Usually it's they have an effect, and if it doesn't, then it's just double, I assume.
Oh, they describe specific effects. So for a straight damage spell, it has no other effect. So 22 damage.
There you go.
Spells that have effects, critical successes are very good. Yeah, so that ray does put a little bit of hurt on Wongo. And I think that also clears at the end of her turn. Frightened. Nope. Oh, you can left and right click the things. That's cool. It is Maracana's turn.
Well, Maracana is going to ask him a question and all that business.
So this is where you have to axe yourself if it's going to be a normal axing of a question or a different ability axing.
Well, first we're going to rage. Now I lost control of it. No, okay. power attack, which I believe I can kind of use once. It's like a single
Right.
sort of.
Yeah, right now you can use power attack once.
Yep.
As he gets higher level, it'll get better, but yeah. A 35 will hit.
Damn. Okay. Crunch.
So that's 30. Yeah, let's see. Power attack, striking rune, +8 fire. Damn. So he takes 30 damage, and then the fire damage actually gets a little bit more.
Nice.
So you got that puts some serious hurt onto this mummy. It is not looking great. And I think that makes it Gale's turn. Are you going to move at all?
Oh, he still has one more action, I think, doesn't he?
Oh, he does have one more action. That's right.
Yeah.
22 will not hit.
Yeah. All good.
It is Gale's turn.
You can do it. Damn, okay.
37 will hit.
Fucking better, it's a crit.
Yeah. And that will be a crit, because it does...
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
And,
it really doesn't matter.
You, Gale, have immolated this creature.
It would have taken double from that too, wouldn't it?
No,
Because fire.
It has a weakness 5, so it just takes an extra 5 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it would have taken a total of 41 damage. So it smolders and falls, collapses to the ground, dropping the mace in its hand with a clatter.
And I like how Gale got that good of a roll damage, even with like mostly 2s and 1s in the damage roll.
Well.
Like, Jesus.
2d8 plus 2 plus 3d6, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, does it get the precision damage? I don't know if it would get that precision damage. I'll figure that out later. I don't care. You immolate it. Somebody's rolling something.
I'm guessing you chugged the healing potion? We can't hear you if you're talking, by the way.
Okay, has my mic muted itself that entire time?
Yep.
Okay, so the critical deck, it said bomber spell was life leech, which was 1d8 heal plus doom, whatever the target is for 1, but since it's already dead, I think it's quite thoroughly doomed.
Yeah, fair enough. No, we can bring it back. We can rebuild him.
So I think
I'm not done with you yet.
I want to try and find some things in the item deck real quick. Equipment. Because what I want to find, can I get reagents? They're what, alchemical reagents is what they're called? Does it track that somewhere?
For and or where?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
His alchemical reagents. I'm trying to figure out if it tracks it anywhere.
That's a good question.
Because I want to be able to keep some track of it, but I might just make a custom item.
I kind of have them up in the Hero Lab character sheet thing that I made, but...
Yeah, I'm just going to make a custom item real quick. That is called Alchemical Reagent. And I'll try to spell it right.
Oh, whoops, I forgot. I got Gale also calculated splash. Bombs deal splash damage equal to your intelligence modifier.
Cool. Okay, so I've got
so we actually would have done more.
Yeah. So Gale, I've got the alchemical reagents in there.
Right.
I pumped it up to 12 because I think that's approximately where you're at for the day. And so basically, if you make, I'm gonna add an elixir of moderate in there somewhere. So Gale needs a familiar. Well, we'll figure that out later. Y'all have to.
Yeah. All good.
So basically, you can just you can increment up the quantity of stuff as you use it, if that makes sense. Like as you spend reagents, add 3, and then as you throw bombs or whatever, decrement them down. Just so we have. Does that all make sense? Just so we have some idea, because it's basically your spell casting. Cool. Okay. And I added Elixir of Life Moderate because I'm assuming you want to use the higher level.
Yep.
And at some point, I will sit down and add all your alchemical items in here just as placeholders, because that seems easier.
Oh, and as a side note, I did make you equivalent of Sealer in that you have a familiar that is a raven with dark vision and independent, so it can act without you.
Neat.
And it can fly, of course.
Cool. Okay. Fun times. Yeah, so the mace clatters to the floor, and you guys are successful in defeating Wongo's mummy.
Anyone want a mace? I don't think strength weapons are my forte. Oh, I guess Marikana could probably use it. Or I don't know if Gale could use it as well. I don't remember if that's in your weapon proficiencies. I don't know. Up to you. Already got away.
Are you talking again, Gale? Or no?
I'm not now.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Just
I
trying
guess
to figure out why this right mouse button is so fucking sticky all of a sudden.
No comments.
Mechanically, not.
Probably heroism would have worn off by now too, I think, because I cast that a while ago.
Yep.
Come to think of it.
Well, Nithlo will shrug and walk over and pick up the mace, and as she does so, you all see red smoke pour out of the head of the mace and form the shape of a monkey that roars at Nithla and screams, "Let me in!" And Nithla will make a save. And she passes. She resists the spirit of Wongo and just with a grunt just tosses the mace to the floor and heads
I
back
ask her if
over.
she's okay.
And she just kind of snorts and is like, She snorts and says she's fine. I realized I did not think about doing a Russian accent for a second there.
All good. Well, that mace is certainly alarming. Orvex, how about you? It seems like your kind of thing.
I am not sure if I should be accepting such a creature into myself, but I suppose I could carry this for now. And he reaches into his pack and grabs a piece of cloth and kind of wraps the mace up and dumps it into his traveling pouch.
Yeah.
And so Orvex is at least carrying the mace of Wongo right now. Yeah, I'm gonna
And
pause.
just writing down the note.
I'm gonna pause for just a second. Okay.
Well then.
So y'all are in this room.
I'm voting for camping. Like resting up. Oh wait, shit, we didn't disarm that thing, did we? We just kind of bypassed it.
Yeah, I think everybody flew and or got carried past it.
Yeah. So actually, instead of resting right here, I could probably cast my last airwalk on Marikana and get Marikana to carry everyone through it. If you are in agreement with that one, Sip.
Yep.
Kill.
Okay. Nithla and Avlona both decide, since they're gonna be resting momentarily with you guys, they're just gonna go ahead and cast Fly as opposed to hopping
Being
on
carried
top of
by a
the
sweaty barbarian.
big sweaty barbarian, and they do so. And I will move them out. I think the most interesting part of this whole exchange as you go back and forth, aside from whatever inappropriate comments Murakana makes about carrying Gale, because that always seems to happen, is when Murakana has to ferry back and forth Orvex. Orvex is, "Oh, you are quite a specimen. This is an awkward situation, but effective." Just imagining Arnold Schwarzenegger carrying an old German man.
Yeah.
Just kind of trying to get tokens out here. There. Marcana. Ah!
Ah.
When multiple people are moving stuff, tokens get weird. Okay, cool. You all make it out of that room without setting off all the pressure plates.
Sweet. And I guess we rest, unless there's something that jumps out at us and tries to eat us.
You guys just chill out on the balcony?
It seems like a more or less safe enough place. There's room to move around if we get slapped or something. Probably come over here where Orvex is in case something does come down that hallway, but...
Okay. Yeah, you guys long rest.
Where is the button on this thing?
So the difference with long rest and Pathfinder is you don't get all your hit points back. You get back a number of hit points. Resting. You get hit points equal to your Constitution modifier multiplied by your level.
Oh, easy. Yeah, I was only missing like a tiny handful.
So I guess Gale, that's...
I'm trying to find the rest button on this.
Yeah, same. I don't know where it is.
No.
I don't actually know where it is either. I'm looking. Interesting. So I think the only thing for you, Gale, is you just basically replenish your alchemical. You replenish your alchemical reagents and your hit points. So you can probably just do it. Can't remember how many reagents you get per turn per day. It's probably under feats. As soon as I feats. Infused reagents. Okay. You get your level plus your intelligence modifier. So you get 9 plus 4, so 13. So it goes up to 13 in your inventory.
So 13 at once?
So it recaps to 13. You cannot gain over.
Alright, so I've got 13.
Yeah. And then technically your alchemical items would go down all to 0 unless you choose as part of your preparations to spend batches of reagents to make things. So like if you wanted to have 3 alchemist's fire and 3 elixir of life, that would be, 2 alchemical reagents down. Make sense?
Alright, yeah. So...
And then it just saves you from having to quick alchemy those. Murakana, so his 9 plus his con modifier. I don't know if there is a button, to be honest. His con modifier is 4, so 9 plus 4 times, or 9, wait, 13 times, god damn it. Con modifier times their level. 9 times 4 is 36, so I think he's just capped out. I don't know what Gale was, but it looks like you adjusted it. Is anybody else missing hit points?
Oh, I was missing not many, like 14.
So it's, yeah, con modifier times your level is how much you get back.
Con modifier, what is it?
I do have the discretion to adjust it down if I think it is appropriate.
1. So 1 times my level, which is 9, so
Yep.
I get 9 hit points.
Yeah. So long rest is not the reset button that it is in...
I mean, for me it practically is. Because I can still...
Well, it is right now, but...
Yeah. Like, vast majority of my healing comes from healing spells anyway.
The only point I was trying to make is in 5th edition you just get all your hit points back, and that doesn't happen in this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just because...
Oh,
I'm trying to point out differences as we go, just to make sure it's clear.
yeah. Vital Beacon. Cast that because it lasts until my next preparations.
Oh, okay. I guess just remember that.
Yep.
As you... Oh, I should reset the spells on these guys. 4. Sorry. 4.
You're right.
4. Nope. 4. 4.
It feels weird not being able to pick new spells or anything like that, but oracles are like sorcerers, so we don't get to choose new spells ever until we level up.
Which
We're
is...
stuck with what we've got.
I don't know.
But I can cast any of them whenever, so... And I can free upscale them.
I have always kind of preferred sorcerer casting to wizard casting, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it does come a lot more convenient. There's a lot less wasted spells, I guess. But it does mean less diversity, I suppose.
That
And
is
hey, that's
true.
what I brought a star for.
Okay. Oh, I need to track time. So, day 1. Let's see, you spent an hour in Obolaka. You spent probably an hour main hall. Then Moa. Let's see, for Wongo, We'll just call each of these about an hour, and then you just long rested. So 8. So just for reference, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. It will be 12 hours until you can attempt to long rest again, because you've gone through about half of the day.
Yep. Oh, and my curse resets too, doesn't it? Yeah. What about that? Get my focus points back.
A long rest on the first day. Interesting strategy.
Thank you.
All right then.
I just like to point out interesting things as everyone explores the tomb.
Fair enough. I assume it's not always interesting when there's no explorers down here, so... How has your day been?
I am enjoying watching your progress to this point.
Wow, holy shit. I just noticed that when I create food and upcast it, it's 200 people I can feed with it.
It's always fascinating to see how each set of adventurers tries each puzzle.
I guess as Daiji just creates a little feast for everyone.
Jesus. Okay, Jesus.
Well, she has a staff of providence, and that's pretty much all she has it for.
Okay.
It allows me guidance, light, bless, create water, augury, create food, see invisibility, and status. It's not bad. Okay, so I guess...
Murakami eats about 10 people's food, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. He's a big boy. I think we've gone everywhere in this level.
No. You...
Oh.
Or wait. Where have you all gone? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong map.
Yeah. I think so. Well, all the obvious passages, I should say.
I have no comments.
Of course you don't. What do you think, Al? Will you head down?
If you're sure about it.
I'm not really sure about anything, but...
Well, I don't want to be the one signing off and jumping away, hit.
Well, there's no jumping. I mean, you can fly, right? As though
Not
she just
very
kind
well.
of waves her wings around. Or flexes her wings, I should say.
I mean, you
Actually,
can't
wait,
fly
I think you
right
can
now
fly
either.
too. Oh, I can
Actually,
if I
can I
spin
fly
an
now?
action. I
have
think
no
we both
idea.
have a... Well, Daiji is a tiefling and she can fly for 10 minutes every day.
I think at some point Sylphs did get fly, right?
Don't remember if I think I did get that for you. Can't remember. Because you are a air gensile or something, isn't it?
Yeah, Sylph in Pathfinder.
Yeah, wings of air. You get a fly speed equal to your speed for 10 minutes once per day.
Yeah, okay.
And also you have Fume Soul, resistance of half your level, minimum 1 to poison. And nothing
I'm
can
just
hide from
not
you in fog, mist, or
seeing
cloud.
that. I don't know if I'm looking the wrong spot for it.
They're your ancestry feats. They're not regular feats.
Yeah, they're not organized in any way in this.
Yeah, I'm getting used to this.
Functionally, just use it as a... You can fly and poison doesn't do shit to you.
Where is this? Gale. That's a level 1. There's a level 9. Open full character.
Wings of Air is a 9th level feat, I think.
Wings of Air. Once per day he can fly once per day for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's still like a good get out of jail free card. Like if you're in imminent doom or falling down somewhere.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you two, I think, are the only ones that have innate flight abilities.
Yep. Yeah, Murakana can't exactly join us if we do that. Hell, I could technically jump down there and I probably wouldn't die because I've hugely reduced falling damage.
Depends on how far it is.
Well, if it's less than 60 feet, I take nothing. And at any distance, I take half. But I'm guessing that's more than 60 feet by the looks of it. If I can look down there and can't see the bottom with improved dark vision.
How far does improved dark vision go?
It only lets me see through magical darkness. I think it just gives me the default sight range, which I think is 60 feet.
Yeah, so you can't quite make out the bottom of that pit.
Yeah, so it's more than 60. Okay, cool. So I will start sneaking around, just in case. Oh no, do I, like, just declare that and then keep going as normal, or...?
I think you would roll stealth is what you would do.
Okay.
So that I have a stealth value to compare.
Oh boy. Well, I didn't know that was a terrible roll, so...
So is everybody going down to the next level on the main stairwell? Is that the plan?
Yeah, it's just kind of...
Looks like I just can't move out to go in a straight line because
Yeah, I get that token lag too sometimes.
It's because there's actually a railing.
also my mouse is being screwy.
Well, don't worry, because I'm just going to activate the next map, so you don't really have to.
Oh,
Alright,
cool.
well that works.
Yeah, I was just like going a bit ahead of the group in case like anything nasty shows up, I can get out of there.
Whoa!
What's
What?
up?
That was weird.
You're weird.
I am trying to...
Oh, we're falling in the pit.
No, I'm just... Why is there a skull there?
Don't know.
Just a little skull token there that should not be there.
It's Withers. He's come down to pay us a visit.
Oh, there's some things that have alternate locations, and apparently that was one of them. Okay.
I can't go up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to move you guys to actual
cool.
locations, because I copy pasted the tokens. It turns out that was a bad call.
But did I like freak out and go, ah shit, there's two of them.
Oh, it just put tokens in all sorts of places. So as you guys descend onto this floor, it's quite a bit dimmer here. Still a modicum of light filtering from the ceiling above just barely lights this landing.
Gale also has low light vision, sorry. If that hasn't been pointed out.
Sure. Features that you all can make out here. There are hallways to the north, east, and there is a door with 3 oval holes in it to the south. That's kind of down here where I'm pinging.
Okay.
And there is another one of those bronze plaques on the wall over here.
What, like the one that had the shield on it, or?
The one on the floor above that had the cryptic warnings on it.
Now I'm controlling both of them at the same time. That's... Damn it, I just want to select one token.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Oh, it was like moving both Daiji and Marikana, like at the same time. I inspect the plaque.
It has written on it 5 lines, and those lines are, and I'm going to post them in the chat too. The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. and into darkness descend.
Sorry, what was the second to last one?
Bow as the dead god intoned. And they're all in chat as well.
Oh, sorry.
In case you can't understand American.
I spricken.
Sie sprechen Sie Amerikaner, ja?
Ja. Alrighty. Well, there's that big growly face thing up north. We could have a look-see at that. I think I'm still sneaking for with a roll of fucking 4, but still.
It really only matters on rolls that you won't see me make if I make them. So,
yeah, fair enough. So I make a perception check. What's up?
I didn't copy this, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. You're doing a perception to investigate it check?
I was just, to see if the hallway in front of me has any traps or whatnot. Just gonna find it again. Oh, that's initiative. We don't want that.
You do not detect anything out of the ordinary in that hallway.
Well, with those reassuring words.
So as you get closer to the end of this, you can see that in the chamber beyond, the walls and floor of this 15-foot square room are cracked and carved with images of terrified humanoids falling. Set in the middle of the floor is a stone bas-relief of a bearded devil face painted green. Forlorn cries echo from the black void of its gaping maw.
Interesting. Bow is the dead god intoned, eh? So I guess I'll approach it and bow? See if that does anything?
Nothing happens.
Look. You said into the mouth of it was where the sound was coming from, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I look into it, I guess, and see if I can see anything.
1 second. Oh, cool. So as you look into the mouth, it appears at first to be a black void, but you can see extending down below the mouth, there is actually a shaft that descends into a room that you really can't make out from up here, but it's about a 5-foot shaft underneath the mouth that descends down into a room below.
Interesting. I call out to the others, like, hey, I found a little room in here.
Interesting.
Gale, the hallway you're in, you can see, looking down at, there appears to be a... Why am I focused on one person? That's weird. You can see that there appears to be some sort of, like, intersection about 25-30 feet in front of you, and then you can see a lit room kind of down at the end of this hallway.
Who wants to go first?
Oh, I can go. I'm just writing down notes.
Cool. Try not to do anything that gets us both blown up.
No promises. I'm resistant to fire.
Lucky you.
check again for traps.
So there don't appear to be any traps in this room, in this hallway. At the end of this hallway into the room beyond, it does appear that there is a seam in the ceiling, kind of in the space before the room beyond. So it looks like there's maybe some mechanism that triggers either a panel or a block there, but there is no obvious trigger for it in this hallway.
So that's going to probably drop down and... Interesting. Well, Gail, you're pretty strong. You can hold that block up for us, can't you?
Is that a joke?
I don't know. Was it funny?
Not really.
No, then it wasn't a joke.
Hey guys, I can hold strong stuff. Says Murakami.
You do it.
Murakami. Be strong, good. Well, there's a body there.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
So as Murakami kind of passes through that intersection, he says, "Guys, this is a weird room, and there's a dead body."
Love it.
My role playing of Murakami. So this, oh god, I need to edit this real quick because I can't even
Actually, I think
fucking read it.
Gail would be the best one for this anyway, because you've got insane investigation abilities.
Possibly. I just don't want to be the one getting blown up by any potential traps.
I'll
So
go here. How does that make you feel?
So this corridor here slopes up in either direction, kind of curving up into the distance, or as it goes away from the intersection. That body is lying about 10 feet up along the curve. So actually, from the intersection, the body is actually lying almost at eye level. There are no rails or steps on the curve of these corridors. There's a half-human, half-goat creature in robes sprawled out. That's what that body is, and it grips a staff tipped with a bronze goat's head.
Huh. Well then. I think Gail's class ability is noticing if something
Find a
is...
lead?
you
Yeah,
have-
the out of place thing. Or
Yeah,
was
the
that?
that's odd thing. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
immediately
odd.
notice one thing out of the ordinary.
Where the hell is this?
That's a good point. So, what's out of the ordinary about this? As you step into this corridor, the gravity seems to be altered. Like you realize as Dodger walks up and you notice this.
Also,
so this
I can't see anything in here.
Yeah, but you notice the gravity's off, so that's something.
Yeah. No, but like on the map, I actually can't see anything.
Oh.
Let me check your token.
No, if it's just using Murakanas for my lighting or what. but-
You should have low light, so you should be able to see.
Yeah. Oh, now we go. There we go. It wasn't low light shaded. It was just blacked out. I can see it now with low light shading.
How about
Oh, nice.
that?
That works. Yeah.
So the issue is
Murakanas with light.
if you have low light vision, there still needs to be light.
That would do it.
Yeah, so like if it is dark, low light vision doesn't help you. If it is dim
Gotcha.
light, like so it's basically if light is dim, most characters have a mild penalty, but you wouldn't. But yeah, it's like the halfway between dark vision and normal vision. So like you don't get the penalties from dim light, but darkness is still a problem.
Meanwhile, Dodgy's over here going, oh, shit, it just went monochrome. Oh, well.
Hey guys, there's a body. Come on.
What are you doing? Stop fucking about.
It's a dark tomb, you dark vision having mook.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so
I
yeah,
could
so
drag it out actually, so it's more light. Well, actually, no. Americana's here, and he's got a
he's got a
glowing axe,
glowy
doesn't
axe.
he?
That's why I moved him back a step because it solves that problem.
Fair enough.
I don't have to find a way to deal with it because that solves it. Lazy DM. Yeah. So Gale, you notice that like as you walk around this corridor, it appears that gravity alters here. Like you're always perpendicular to the floor, and honestly, besides the fact of the dead body that you can see, that's the only thing that's really out of the ordinary. But we can say that this corridor is one of your leads, if that makes sense.
All right.
Shit, I don't even know what would be the way to. Do I do a medicine check or something to see if his, I don't know, remains or something?
So basically, I think the
see
way
how he died.
I mean, he quite obviously, without requiring any sort of check,
He's dead.
he has some crossbow bolts sticking out of him and some gashes. So he definitely. It doesn't take a degree in medicine to know that he was killed.
Yeah, by overeating because he clearly has a cholesterol problem. Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, and he is half goat, so he looks half human, half goat.
I mean, as a tiefling, I kind of take offense to that, but
I wasn't making a value judgment.
nah.
Just saying he's half goat.
Like, is he actually like part tiefling, or is he like actual goat?
No, like goat,
someone
as in
polymorph or
goat the
something?
animal. I'm not saying goat as in code for tiefling, right? Because like
No, I meant like, yeah. I also mean like if he was actually like semi-polymorphed or something, or because that's unusual otherwise. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's bizarre,
yeah.
but it's not like hidden. He just is that way.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering how on earth that happened then. Shit. I guess that'd be a. Fuck, I don't know. Arcana? Or nature, maybe? I don't know.
You can definitely try a check to see if you can figure out why.
I'm not very good at it, but we'll give it a crack.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the actual description of
You're right.
where this is. So the short version is nature check. You don't know of like a specific natural crossbreed or like I don't know what the right term is that isn't offensive, but you don't know of a mating combination that would result in this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Naturally, so you can assume that yeah, something did cause it, assuming that this was a human. Something
Yeah, it's just weird that it got like cross or mixed up with like having goat features as well.
yeah, like something happened to this guy, assuming he was human to start with, that started turning him into a goat. I don't think, or he started developing goat-like features, I should say. Like he's not half goat; he's just got some goat-like features. Like he's got some short horns. His legs look more like satyr legs than human legs, as you look more closely at them. But beyond knowing that this was probably an unnatural transformation, that's about what you're able to glean by looking at him and trying to rack your brain for any knowledge you have about goat conditions.
Well, I check him and his staff with Read Aura, and it should be heightened to +4.
Sure.
Or 5, rather.
Read aura, focus on an object. So the staff is definitely magical and has an aura of transmutation on it.
Huh. Go transmutation, damn it.
Yeah. That's what that spell
And the
does.
body itself wasn't? So I can target up to 10 objects.
Oh,
so I think that would include that.
I guess the body would exude. That's weird. Sure, his body also has an aura of transmutation on it.
Well, I guess that answers that.
Does he have anything else worth mentioning? Yeah. What else did you say you did? I'm sorry.
Sorry. I did read aura.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he Did you rifle through all of his stuff, or were you just reading him before touching him?
Yeah, I'm paranoid about touching him in case he is
Okay.
super poisonous or something.
So yeah, you've got yeah, he's giving off a transmutation aura. The staff that he's holding also has a transmutation aura.
Huh.
And I think the staff would also maybe have a light conjuration aura. I think, or no, evocation. Sorry, evocation aura. So it has kind of a mixed set of auras.
Interesting. I get the sheath of my staff and poke it. I'll rifle through his belongings as such.
He also has an ink pot and a spell book.
Well, that spellbook's kind of useless to us, I think, because I don't believe any of us are really arcane casters. Although I suppose the Nithla and Evlona could probably have a look at it.
Yeah, so they'll poke, and Evlona will gesture for Nithla to pick up the spell book, and she does and looks through it and says, not too much of use, but we may be able to learn one or two spells out of this. And she pockets the spell book. It is relatively basic magic.
Well, hopefully it'll serve you better than this bloke did. Not than it did for this guy.
And Nithla just gives kind of a slightly cruel smirk at that and walks back.
And I guess the staff doesn't seem cursed, I think, maybe. I'll just, if I grab... Is there a way to identify? Because I don't think there is an identify beyond, read aura, is there? And detect magic.
No, there's a separate spell that does identify. Read aura tells you the school and the general information.
Yeah, detect magic just tells you if there's anything in the area.
Identify magic DC. Once you can spend 10. It's an action. So it's an action identify magic, and you roll identify magic based on the school of magic the thing is. So there's arcane, which is arcane magic is arcana, divine magic is religion, occult magic is occultism, and primal magic is nature. Those are the four traditions in Pathfinder.
Cool. Can I try rolling? Not sure entirely which one that would fall under, but to identify the stuff.
Yeah. You would pick one and roll it, basically.
You said religion or nature as well, yeah?
So arcane is arcana, divine is religion, occult is occultism, and primal is nature. And I think so, wizards are arcane, clerics, paladins, champions are divine. Occult is witches, and I think oracles are occult.
We can be one of 4 classes just to confuse things. Just depends on which branch.
Yeah, you're one of them, and druids generally are primal.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you have a class that has spellcasting, it tells you what you.
There's variations
are.
and shit. Yeah. Well, we'll try religion. Oh boy. Guess I just kind of flunked out on that class.
Yeah, so failure. You fail to identify the magic, and that's interesting. This is where I'm thinking.
Asmodeus bops me on the nose.
Yeah, that's
Fucking idiot.
that's why I was talking about doing blind rolls for stuff, because I think it's far more interesting if it's a blind roll and I know the result, and then I just narrate the answer, as opposed to like, that's a failure. So you fail to identify it, can't try again for another day.
Yeah, fair enough.
You are not able to identify any divine magic in this thing.
I pass it to Gale and see if they can do any better.
Not exactly our specialty, but all right.
Yeah.
And because we don't have spells, that would be.
You have skills though.
Sort of presume.
I think it's just skills.
Yeah, it's a skill check. So it's basically
proficiencies.
Yeah, proficiencies. You can basically just pick, do you want to try and do Arcana, Religion, Occultism, or Nature, and you make that roll.
I'll do Arcana.
I would also point out that Gale is like fucking insane at like skills. Like I think you have maybe 3 skills that you don't have
we
trained.
still roll fucking 2?
Oh no.
Dude, I am so
with a plus
fucking
19.
limited by
Feels
rolls
bad.
lately. It's again. I need to tell you about the dance roll I had yesterday. I'm still mad.
So you are able to figure out this is this is a staff of striking.
Oh.
And so basically it's a staff that the way striking works is it gives it an extra damage die when it hits. Actually, so this is a +1 staff of striking. So it's a +1 to hit and does an extra die of damage, whatever a staff's damage die is. And yeah.
Wow, that's
In Pathfinder, to use an item like that, you have to attune to it. Or like,
I'm not sure how to add this to inventory, so I'll just note that down.
Yeah.
Chat.
Let me. I have items, I think, so I can actually give you a.
That would work.
Let me. I have to find a staff. I just want a staff, just a normal staff. Let's call it a quarterstaff. That might give me a better. Weapons. Sorry, I'm Pathfinder 2E weapons. Weapons, base, equipment. What are they? Staff. It should just be a staff. Why is this not? Staff, there it is. Okay, let me, I'm going to put it in your inventory and then I'm going to have to do a thingamajobber to it to make it what it needs to be. So let me put it in your inventory. Where is staff? Oh, do I have to import it first? Import. Where did staff go? Let's drag a staff onto your inventory. And then I'm going to edit it. I'm going to call it Devlin's staff. Just because. And then I'm going to go to details, and I'm going to go to runes, potency rune, +1, striking rune, striking, and mystification, identified, cool. I should really learn how to do that. Okay, cool. Yep. So there's an item in your inventory called Devlin's Staff. Yeah. And then if you want to, you can use it as a normal staff. If you want to make it one of the 10 items that you can be equipped to, just let me know, and then you'll get the benefits of its abilities. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Hey, staff buddies.
Cool. Okay. And then he also had an ink pot. I don't know if anybody wants his ink pot.
I guess could be useful for Gal's notes, or I don't know.
We already have an ink pot, don't we? We had one in D&D, but it's an ink pot, so it's not exactly hard to find.
Oh yeah, but it might be a special one. Who knows? Either that, or maybe Orvex could get some use out of it.
Oh, pardon me.
You're right. So you said the seam for the door to come down was like here-ish, yeah?
The space in front of you, like between you and the room.
Oh. See if there's a way. So that stone slab is probably fucking huge. We need something to prop this thing open then. Unfortunately, I'm no longer a giant centaur who can conjure blocks of adamantium, so... I will persuade it with my musical instruments to not fall down.
It's not a creature, so your persuasion attempt fails.
Damn it. Well, I can't just roll seduction then.
Correct. You cannot seduce a piece of stone.
Oh, well, that kind of negativity, no.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn it. Stonist. Why you gotta be like that?
I'm just a horrible, intolerant jerk.
Gonna do something probably pretty stupid. I guess we could get Maricana to try and smash it. Smash a stone block. Oh no, shit. His weapon's magical, right? So it probably wouldn't, like, break in half after, like, trying to smash a stone block.
I mean, you can have him go over and try and attack it if you want.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? But, like, I'll position him so that if it does fall down, he's not in a position to get fucking crushed by it.
Okay. Well, make an attack roll if you want him to attack it.
Wow. Rolled a 2 as well. The fuck is with all these 2s today?
There's a lot of 2s. I mean, he still hits it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a rock. So,
Yeah,
like, it's not going anywhere.
So he hits it. You notice that despite hitting it, it seems to have no effect on the stone, like in a way that is unnatural.
Oh, so not just in a result of him, like, just fucking flubbing his attack roll, like, as in, it still hit, but just didn't do anything to the stone.
As in, like,
magically.
it seems impervious almost to physical damage.
Damn, okay, that's unfortunate. How long does that last? Well, I potentially have a solution anyway, so it should be fine. Hopefully. What do you say we walk into the obvious trap, Gal?
What do you say you do that and I watch?
Yeah, fair enough. That's fair. Maricana onwards. Shit, I don't know. Well, it's just that I don't know of any other way to really proceed without... Because I don't know how to disarm this trap with the frankly limited options that I have. There was no pressure plates or anything like that, was there?
No.
It was just a...
There's
So
just
it's probably going to
there's
be...
a basically a just discernible seam in the ceiling where there's obviously something that happens.
Well, fuck it. If it's poison, it can't kill me, so... Don't...
Famous last words.
I mean, quite literally, it can't. I have a spell that counters it fully.
You walk into the room.
No, I didn't die. That's good.
So this room beyond, this room smells of wine. It has a checkerboard marble floor, and there is a gilded coffin sparkling in sunlight streaming down from the vaulted ceiling, which arches 12 feet overhead. There are 4 huge stone gargoyle heads, their mouths agape, protruding from the walls.
Interesting. I look into one of the gargoyles' mouth or face or whatever.
You see
if I can see past it.
You see a very tight passageway, leading like a crawl space, leading out beyond.
Would I be able to crawl into it?
You could.
Huh. Well, how long? It doesn't even say. Okay. So what? It just lasts until I can reach an area that would lets me breathe again. I think. Bubble of pure air appears around the target's head, allowing it to breathe normally. The effect ends as soon as the target returns to an environment where it can breathe normally. Interesting. And it's a reaction cost too. Cool. I guess I crawl in.
You crawl into a smooth stone tunnel. It's pretty tight. There's space for about one person to slowly crawl their way through.
I like to usher Murakana forward with his glowy axe.
Sorry,
Okay.
now I can't see him. Got him.
I'm just moving characters. And as you crawl up that tunnel, you find a smooth stone wall at the end of the tunnel.
Interesting. Can I like dunk my head under the wine to see if it like goes all the way through, or?
There's nothing in the tunnel. You're just in a smooth stone
it's just-
tunnel.
Oh, okay. I'll get out of that one. Try this one.
This one seems very similar to the others.
Yeah, but it's already got a different passage in it.
Yeah, this passage goes to the south.
Yeah. And to another direction too that I can see, can't it?
So you
Is the full off?
don't, you just see a smooth wall there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Sorry, I don't have multiple versions of the map.
Oh, you're right.
And then as you reach this bend in the tunnel, it slopes upward.
Interesting. Well, it seems like there's a path out of here, but it looks like there's a big old pentagram thingy looking thing. Oh, they probably can't even hear me, can they?
I mean, this kind of.
Yeah. Go back out. And yeah, I'll let them know that there's a room through this tunnel. It's a pretty tight fit, but it seems like there's a big old pentagram in it.
Well,
Just poking around while I figure you're the investigator, so you'd probably be the one best suited to poking around the actual puzzle.
The odd thing you notice about this room, Gale, is that the ceiling appears to be giving off sunlight. This whole room is lit like there's sunlight.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, and Grim, I can't go further south into this one, I don't think. There's a wall.
Yeah,
Thank
there
you.
was a wall.
And I don't have anything that would detect magic, so I guess that doesn't work.
I can do it for you. I'll just come back out.
Yeah, well, considering that this place is lit like we're out in the middle of an afternoon.
Bang. 30 foot, that's the entire room. Cool. And then for good measure, I'll do a read aura on the sarcophagus and these mouth things and the pillars. I think that's 10.
So as far as detect magic goes, the only real thing aside from like everybody's, I'm gonna
Like
omit.
gear and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna omit that. So yeah, definitely the ceiling is giving off a aura of conjuration magic. Shocking, I know. That is the only. Yeah, that's really the only aura outside of the ordinary that you feel from this room.
Okay. So the pillars and the mouths aren't magical.
Nope. Well, so you did detect magic and read aura.
Yeah, I figured since there's 4 pillars, 4 mouths, that's 8, and then the sarcophagus is 1 extra, so it's still under 9, 10.
Yep, pretty much the ceiling. That's
Yeah, that's the only magic part.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Back to exploring wine. Is that also a blocked off area, I shall assume?
yeah.
Okay, cool. And lucky last one, I guess.
And this tunnel is like the other two that just kind of go about 15, 20 feet and then dead end.
Okay. Well, it seems if we are to leave this room and that stone block does come down behind you, Orvex, I say pointedly.
Oh. Sorry, I'm on wall controls, so I just drew a wall for
Oh,
no
you're right.
apparent reason.
Then yeah, this seems to be our only exit. If that happens.
Well, crawling through dimly lit spaces in the middle of a tomb, that's never gone poorly for anyone.
And I believe that's yet another of the spirits. I guess we should probably get Murakana to push it open. But somehow I doubt Daiji could.
Time to stand behind the pillar with a bit of alchemist fire. You know the
Yeah.
drill.
Yeah, I'll fly over to protect you a bit. If it'll let me. Jesus.
Murakana says, "Y'all ready?"
So
Send it.
my token's fucking spazzing out. There we go. Cool.
I guess Eblona and Nithla will take corresponding positions, and Orvex will say, I shall move. Okay." He just moves away from the door a little bit. Damn it.
Hmm.
Oh, I got an eye infection yesterday too, so I'm just having all sorts of fun things
Oof.
happen to me. It's mostly okay now. I'm on antibiotic eye drops. It's super fun. Okay, so you ready? Should I have Murakana open the lid?
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
So Murakana tries to shove the lid. Nothing happens, and he looks
God
up
damn
for
it,
a minute
Murakana.
and goes, "Oh, this is one of the lift open ones." And he moves over to the front of it and hinges it open. I think Murakana can see this. As he opens it, he says, "Hey, there's just a wood slab in here." And as he does so, that block slams shut, and you hear a faint grinding sound, and wine starts gushing out of all four of the mouths
Well,
from
fuck.
those.
Oh, grody.
Where is a fun thing? And we will... No, settings? Transparency?
No, you're a setting.
You're a setting.
Oh.
Yeah. Set your own self. Fill opacity? Sure, that seems fun. Configure default. And that didn't work at all. Seriously? Fill. Red. Fill type. Solid. Update. The room begins filling with wine. And at this point, I have to stop drawing things because that's the wrong control. We are going to go to faux combat order. The room is filling at about a foot per round. So at this point, as the wine starts to fill up, it fills about 12 inches, and you can each basically take about a turn's worth of actions. What do you guys do?
Well, I say we should all go to the, the point that I referred earlier. I guess Daichi just gestures with her hands.
Okay. Also, the whole
and,
room is now difficult terrain, for what it's worth.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I still have a ridiculous move speed, so I should be
Yep.
fine, but... I think my move speed is fucking 55, so...
Yeah, so Gail, you want to go over there?
yeah.
That's as far as I can go with half my movement speed.
Cool.
I have to go one at a time anyway, so... I'll probably
Yeah.
go last since I can breathe underwater.
Murakana will slosh over and go, "God damn it, I just want to drink the wine. Why are we leaving?"
Well, you can if you want.
How fast can you drink?
Not that fast. So everybody can kind of get to... Y'all kind of slosh over to the mouth here. Yeah, I think that's probably about as much movement as you can do in a round. And at this point, the wine is filling up to about knee level. And we're at the kind of second round.
Oh dear.
You know what we
Well-
could do? This will just make it easier. Wow, why are there... That's bizarre. I must have...
What's up?
It added a whole bunch of other things to the turn order that are in no way relevant.
I'm trying to think of if I have enough stuff to blow that brick apart. I don't think I do.
Okay, there
Well, that
we
and it
go.
was enchanted, so... I'm suspecting it probably wouldn't... It would be impervious to damage or something.
I am going to just roll initiatives just to set that up. And here's what I'll do. Did I roll for... Come on. Okay. So let's just... Round 1, round 2. Cool. And let's, just for fun, move... Oh, I don't have that enabled, I guess. Can I... Nope, okay, whatever. I guess Evelona will try and make her way up that spout. For what it's worth, it is gushing wine out. So it is a strength athletics check to try and succeed at getting up through it without having issues.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
And
Not that I'll die from it, but Jesus, I have no strength.
she does not have any proficiency in strength athletics, so it's just a plus. Wow, I need to figure that out. Oh, she has a +0, so it's a flat roll for her. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Pathfinder's worse on skill checks, so I'm gonna roll a 20 for her. She attempts to get up into it and just gets immediately spilled right back out by the force of the water coming out. Does she have any?
Is there like a gap above it or anything like that, or is it like still?
Like, there's enough space to breathe, but it's really just it's gushing
couldn't-
wine. It's this
Yeah,
room
so I
is.
couldn't just like.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I couldn't like just fly over it or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
Da 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 da. And she really doesn't have any good
Any viable
abilities.
chance of-
Yeah, she doesn't have any spells she can use.
She could teleport, couldn't she? Or like fucking blink up.
It really depends on what spells she has, but you have to be able to see to use many of them. So
Like dimension door. Well, yeah, you said you can breathe, so presumably if you had it, there's like a tiny gap of air that you can see.
I mean, I'm gonna say from a visibility standpoint, you really can't see beyond the wine gushing down. Like it's by breathe, I mean you can kind of get your head just above enough to breathe, but it is pretty much a almost full gush of water. So no, there's not like seeing past the wine. Also, it's dark in there.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we won't all die from it because I can just make us all breathe water.
So she just kind of gives up and says, "If anybody has ideas, I would be very happy to hear them." Where's my combat order? And Nifla's kind of in the same boat. So Dodgy, it's your go.
Well, as my go, I would say, well, I suspect we could just tie rope around our waist and such and get Marikana to lead the charge here. And he can help pull us up. And we do a collective
And he says,
walk through it.
"Okay." So you want to tie a rope to his waist?
Yeah, and like it's around each of us, so like we all tie a bit of rope around and like go in a daisy chain sort of thing. Like what climbers do sometimes, I guess.
So basically just take the round to do that for everybody?
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you want to join in, girl.
I don't really have any better ideas other than maybe the stuff on top of that little tomb has something of value, but it's like, yeah.
What, do you mean like the tomb itself, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't particularly have any ideas.
It's a gilded gold sarcophagus.
Damn it! If Sarath were here, she'd insist on stealing it.
Well, so are you guys just doing the daisy chain thing and then trying to have Murakana drag you guys up along the way?
Yeah, I guess. Like, I think besides Marikana, Gale probably has the next best athletics check.
Yeah, I've got no other bright ideas.
Okay, so we'll say you guys get that done and Murakana tries to start hauling up. You want to give me a strength athletics from Murakana?
Yep. Where is it? Damn. He's a strong boy.
I'm trying to find my DC chart. Hazards, DCs. He passes. So what is Murakana's movement?
I mean, shit, I hope so with a 30. Otherwise, none of us are fucking getting out yet.
Where is his movement speed types? He has. Why can't I? Oh man. Pardon me. He has 30 feet of speed, so he gets 15 feet of speed in here, so he gets up to here, and he gets up to where the wine he can now. Murakana shouts out, "It's pouring out of something." But he gets right up to the point. And I guess, what order do you guys want to daisy chain up?
I guess I'll go last, just in case something comes up. Keep the squishies protected.
Yeah, okay. I could go second, just because better eyes, maybe.
Okay, I guess we'll put Orvex in the middle, then Evlona, then Nithla, then Daji. That's kind of our order. Cool. So I'm going to say that basically takes up that turn. Just to get all that done. Yada yada.
Seems fair.
So then we get to round 3.
Oh no. What's that?
Cool, and we're in a weird case where we kind of have to skip straight to Murakana here.
God, the whole campaign just revolves around him.
Well, for strength athletic checks. I guess Evlona and Nithla are... You can only ready one action, but I guess if they get dragged... I don't know, I guess I'll say they'll ready cantrips. And then Daji, do you want to ready anything?
Yeah, she'll keep her dueling parry ready. So, like, if she does see anything, she'll get ready to, like...
Okay, cool. So then we'll jump to Murakana. Murakana is going to make another... I need another strength... he's at the edge. Give me a strength athletics check.
I can't see my selected Daji, sorry.
Oh. Well, I'll roll it then.
Sorry. Yeah.
Proficiencies, strength athletics. Roll. Yeah, that'll do. He's a beefy boy. So he'll just haul forward. So he'll get I'll say he'll get 20 feet of movement total because of the weird. Well, he'll get into the next room. So he gets.
Well, he can spend all 3 actions on moving, so he could go pretty far, I guess.
Well, one action is strength athletics, the other is that, but you're all also tied. He's dragging all of you.
Yeah, dragging everyone. So
he kind of gets up to the room beyond. The rest of you are going to get dragged, so I'm just going to move some tokens. And worth noting, you're all drenched in wine at this point, which is either, I guess, a positive or a negative, depending on who you are. Cool. So then, Daji, you feel something basically slam into you in the wine.
Oh.
You can't see it. You just feel a force slam into you. Does a 21 beat your AC?
No. No.
Okay.
It would have to be 28.
Yeah, okay. So something slams into you, but it doesn't...
It doesn't grab me.
Yeah, it doesn't manage to actually, hurt you. The sound of a DM doing things. Okay. And then that brings us to Gale. You are sopping wet, looking into this brand new room that has basically a salt pentagram in the middle, kind of touching 4 or 5 different pillars. There is a sarcophagus in the middle of the pentagram. You're tied to Murakana. So if you want to untie, that's like an action, I'd say. And then there is a weird simulacrum of who would this be?
I've already seen Americana's one, I think.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a simulacrum of Dodgy, actually. So there's this creature in the bottom of the room that kind of looks like Dodgy, but has a metal crown that is a long square shape rising out of the top of Dodgy's simulacrum head, and it looks like it's metal fused into it. And that thing is just kind of standing in the south end of the room.
Interesting. I don't suppose there's anything in Arcana roll on this pentagram could get us.
There's one way to find out.
Wait, we're still in the tunnel.
I mean, come on. Get your asses out of there.
Can I assume that Americana kept going, and like while it's clear of the room, we kind of get dragged out, or?
Well, you already got dragged. You're at...
so like I'm past the threshold where.
Oh, you're still in the torrent of wine. Everybody else is past it.
Oh, okay.
So you can see that there's like a chamber beyond that is full of wine, basically, or well, you can't really see it so much as you just kind of know.
Yeah,
because you are
probably where it's all coming from.
You're being pummeled by this torrent of wine. Everybody else kind of got dragged out. It looks like Gale, you untied yourself and moved out, and then with as you look at this pentagram, it looks to you like some sort of binding or sealing symbol on the floor. What exactly it is binding or sealing or doing, you don't know, but it definitely looks like some sort of containment or summoning circle.
What was that, the text of that thing we had earlier?
Oh, I'm gonna make me turn back. Let me find it.
Sorry, is it okay if I like move up and out then, or are we still doing the
well,
combat
no,
thing?
because you're all in combat order because you're all still tied together.
Ah.
Yeah. So like Gale is free, but everybody else is still kind of tied in a daisy chain. Here is the text from the warning earlier. I don't know why I said it as that character, but I said it as that character. I think that is 3 actions in total, Gale, so I'm gonna skip a...
Yeah, I'm gonna try and puzzle that out.
Orvex is gonna kind of drag himself out and untie and just get out of there. Boop. Let's see. Let's look through. Yeah. Evlona will get out. Niflo will get out. She can't move that far. So skipping ahead to Dodgy. Yeah. So you're getting torrented, tied to the rope. If you want to take a move action to like pull yourself up and get out, I'll say that goes ahead.
Yep.
So you're free of the wine.
Huzzah!
And
Then I immediately grab my staff and then pour a torrent of water out of it to wash myself out. Oh wait, hang on, I have prejudice. Fucking, what do you call it?
Prestidigitation.
That's the one. I clean my clothes.
Okay.
Itself, I guess.
You do so. And I've turned off combat order.
Sweet. Then I start doing so for everyone else.
Murakana is wringing wine out of... He's pouring wine out of... I don't know what he's doing, but he's trying to drink wine. Somehow.
I like how I can... it says, tidy, color, clean, or soil an object. So I can just make it dirty for no reason.
Lovely. let me pull this room up real quick just to make sure. Oh, edit and change this so I can actually read it. It did a fun thing when I converted it with the text. Cool. Okay, yeah, so this room, the air in this room reeks of sulfur and brimstone, mixed with, I guess, the scent of wine from the torrent behind you. On the floor of this chamber, yeah, a pentagram traced in salt surrounds an ornate sarcophagus, its lid covered with figurines of prancing frog-like humans.
Only a jewel can tame the frog. We didn't get a jewel, did we? Oh, it does say a jewel, not the jewel, so... I will look around the room, I guess. Spot anything that might help.
So you can see a couple of notes. That creature at the bottom of the room is just kind of milling about. Just as reference. Like, it's walking, but it's not
like...
No, it is not, like, approaching to do anything to you guys. So the 29, what do you notice? You notice that on top of the sarcophagus, there are a bunch of, I think from as far away as you're saying, you can see that there's some sort of, like, little miniatures of some sort on top of the sarcophagus, but without getting close, it's too hard to really figure out what they are. But they're probably like an inch tall. There's also a seam to a door out of this chamber, which is right next to you, Dodgy, actually.
Oh, shit. Nice. I guess I'd press on it.
Push the door open.
Yeah.
There is a hallway beyond, filled, I think, with cobwebs, but let's just see what else it says.
Looks like it. An open thing.
Paragraph. This hallway is full of ancient cobwebs, and in the midpoint of the hall you can see that there's some sort of alcove, and from your vantage point it looks like there's maybe a table over in that alcove.
Interesting. I shall sneak over to it, I guess, and have a look.
There is a dusty bottle sitting on the table.
Anything magic about it? Or I suppose to clarify, it, the table, and anything else I can see of note.
Yeah, I'm just... It's an interesting question. I don't think there's actually anything magic about the bottle. But when you look at it as you get closer, you see a tiny feminine-looking form waving from within, and you hear a muffled voice speaking, kind of like a voice through glass. You do not understand the voice.
But there's a person in the bottle?
There appears to be some humanoid-ish kind of figure waving from within the bottle. The bottle's kind of a smoky glass, so it's kind of hard to tell. You can
Well.
vaguely see someone or something waving from within the bottle, and you can hear a tiny muscled voice kind of going like.
I drank the bottle. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
No, I
Sir.
grab the bottle and gently carry it out to the main room, I guess.
Okay.
Damn it. There we go. And I guess I look at the figure and mime smashing the bottle and then look at it again.
I think that between the smokiness of the glass, it's kind of hard to make out. There's just gesticulating from inside.
Anyone have any insight as to what to do here? Like, I guess I could smash it, but I don't know if that's gonna like kill the person inside.
And Evlona says, "Perhaps we should resolve one problem at a time." And she gestures at the pentagram on the floor.
Fair enough.
Orvex comes over and looks and goes, "This is fascinating. This could be a genie of some sort, maybe. I'm not sure."
Looks like a binding circle to me, but that's just my guess.
I guess I'll just pass it to Orvex to study while we investigate this pentagram. Assuming he takes it, of course.
Oh yeah, he'll take it and look at it. He just kind of is. He's flipping through his little journal to see if he has any currently relevant information.
Cool. Now, if I know old Father Asmodeus, if we disturb any of those lines, something's going to come out, I'm guessing. But I guess that would be a religion check more than anything, wouldn't it? To, like, know anything. Or a cult, maybe?
I mean, I don't think it's really a special check to know that in
Disturbing
in a fantasy setting, if there is a circle of salt on the ground, probably disturbing it would break whatever's... If it has any effect, it would probably disrupt said effect, right?
Yeah, like, people here have watched Supernatural, so, like, we already know.
Also, it's just, this is a world of
Yeah.
high magic. I'm not gonna...
Fair enough.
I mean, we all live in the 20th century and know breaking a circle of salt is probably a bad idea, so I feel like...
Yeah, probably people back in the day where it was more relevant.
Yeah. Let's just go with it.
Fair enough. Shit.
I guess
I
if
don't
you
know if we
if
actually-
you critically failed, could that have an effect? That's the question, right? Like, could rolling
Clearly, it's good for seasoning.
Oh, let's get some of that wine and roast a turkey. Wine roasted and salted turkey.
Yeah, what could go wrong? I can create food after all.
Yeah.
Probably make it taste better. So there was no other secret doors or anything like that I saw, was there?
Yeah, you identified the statues on top, or the little miniatures or whatever that are on top of that thing. And that door, and those are the features of the room.
I kind of think maybe we could, like, open the lid, hopefully. If it has a hinge, can I see if the tomb thing has a hinge where it would open, or would the lid actually, like, just fall off? If I opened?
It looks like a heavy stone lid.
Yeah, but it's, like, not attached by a hinge or anything like that. So, like, when we open it, it's not going to clatter to the floor and disrupt the pentagram.
Possibly not. The lid's big enough that if you push it off, there's a chance it'll hit the pentagram. I'm going to say it's kind of a random roll to see if it does or not.
Okay, so it doesn't have a hinge. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like the other one where it opened up and it had a hinge when Americana tried to push it open.
Yeah, this looks like it's a resting lid, not a hinged lid.
Okay. Investigate old skeleton key over here.
Oh, it has a name. Yep. It's
Hey, buddy.
it's a weird version of you with a melted metal thing embedded in your skull.
Let's see. Shall roll. No, we're not going to try to seduce our own copy. That'd be weird.
I mean,
That would be the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
I guess depending on the audience, that's either the most normal thing ever or very weird. And it kind of depends on the audience, right?
Sure. Does it have any gear on it? Like, besides the crown thing bolted on its head, I'm guessing.
Very simple clothing. So, like, it's not naked.
Yeah. But it doesn't wear armor or anything like that.
No, it's just wearing, like, basically, like, it's you with this weird crown wearing, like, a cloth shift.
So I suppose tracks, considering Daiji doesn't wear armor either, so...
So, like, the other one... Was the other one Murakana?
Yeah, I think that one had a sword and a crossbow, I think.
Oh, I guess
Can't remember
this
what we did
one
with the crown.
does have a sword. Sorry.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, but from memory, it wasn't a magic sword or anything like that. It just was a bit mean when we killed it.
Yeah, it's just kind
Oh,
of wandering, loosely holding a sword in its hand, wearing kind of a plain shift.
Well, not the most flattering depiction of myself, but I suppose it's not doing anything right now. Just, I suppose the question is how badly we need this tomb lid opened. That wine room seems to be our only exit, isn't it?
At this
Yeah, looks
point,
like it.
the sound of rushing wine has ceased.
I'll take a sticky beak through.
Huh?
I was gonna have Daichi, like,
You're literally
partially go down the...
in the wall now. How did you even do that?
I don't know. I was trying to move my character.
So-
Can I just say that I moved up to the point where I wouldn't get snagged by the wine, and then just have a look into the room?
So like you can get to the bend, and it looks like so this whole chamber kind of slopes gently downward, and once you get to a certain point, it's just a still pool of wine now, kind of like imagine a pipe on an angle, and the pipe is full up to a point with wine.
Okay, so the whole room's probably flooded. Cool. I wonder how long that's going to be until it drains.
If it drains.
Well, I'm assuming this dungeon does get reset at some point. That's irritating. I guess we just open the lid then and...
I could tell you when we reset the traps, but that would take all the fun out of it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a point. Still, been at this for nearly 300 years. What's a few more?
Oh, but every time it's the variations that make it so worthwhile.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
Which-
an old stage play I saw once.
I mean,
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my room full of wine.
Yeah, something about a guy with a hacksaw. I can't remember.
So, have any leads here, Gal, or I reckon we just, I don't know, shove open the lid and see
Oh
what
yeah.
happens?
I haven't used That's Odd or follow any leads, have I? I've just gone after the ring. Yeah, let's go with that.
So that's odd. I mean, this is such an interesting place to have that. Everything in this place is fucking odd. Um,
What's odd about this place, Grim? You don't see this in a normal tavern?
yeah, I know. I kind of want to look up that's odd real quick, just so I have a better idea. That's odd Pathfinder. Just curious. A hint whenever you enter a room with a hidden aspect with regard to hidden passageways, creatures or hazards, or valuables.
Oh, so they would have found that hidden entrance then, most likely.
Well, there'd be something to. That's where it gets fun because it would. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it
you
comes
already
down to
found
GM,
it.
yeah.
You already found it. Well, it specifically says like hidden passageways such as scuff marks near a bookcase. That's actually so. I would be like, oh, there's, I like, you give a clue without really just like giving it away. Is the idea?
Yeah. I like it.
So I will
Pretty
say,
cool,
in this room you can see Gale. There are some footsteps in the dust of this room. There are some footsteps inside the salt circle. Like it looks like something has walked there recently. Yeah, and then the pursuing a lead is just a +1 circumstance bonus to any investigation or perception type checks you make. Which may not
Alright.
seem like much, but it's a slight edge.
Are these like barefoot tracks or like shoe tracks or what have we got here?
They look like kind of like giant webbed feet, like bigger than a person's feet would normally be.
Huh. That's not exactly reassuring. Because we have not been the first people here.
I mean, if we do set it off, we can always kill it and then no moves.
Oh, hang on.
Although
What did I just see?
think. What was that, Gil?
I just saw something. I don't know if it was supposed to be there or not.
Where? Inside this room or somewhere outside of the room?
Right there. Like right about there.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dodgy simulacrum thing that's been walking around the bottom of the room.
Ah.
Although I think
Hmm.
I might pause things here before you guys move to any other actions because it's almost midnight for me.
Okay, and I was about to probably do something very stupid.
That's fine. I just don't want to kick off a long sequence right now.
Yeah,
'cause
so that works best.
I am tired.
Yeah.
So cool. Thank you both. Programming wise, I think I'm just going to ask each week how people are. Because
Alright.
I think trying to figure out the proper every other week cadence for this is just going to lead to lots of weird breaks. So basically, if I think I can run, I'll just ask everybody, like, hey, who wants to play tonight on Saturday? And if we have, 2 or more people, we'll run it. If not, we'll just not do it that week. Because I feel like I want to keep momentum going in the game. Both. The more regularly I run it, the more I want to run it. and then it's also less to forget between sessions. My only thing is I think the last/first week of September, or what is it, August? Yeah. August. I'm going to Wisconsin for a week. We're going to my family's, so
Yeah.
I will not be, or actually I'm going to miss 2 weeks. Because that last Saturday we will be driving to Toledo, Ohio, and that other Saturday we will be driving to Toledo, Ohio. So there you go.
So I'm gonna be in Orlando next Saturday, but I might be able to do something on a different weekday, if that works.
Possibly.
Like, I'm basically indisposed next week, but the week after, if we want to do like a Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to look at my schedule and just ping people. Lyokin, what is your schedule? Or do you have a regular schedule or no?
Not super regular, but like for the weekends, I'm generally always free.
Okay.
Like barring something, of course, like I get a call out or anything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, during the week is harder for me now because I have. It's just harder.
Oh.
I run a team now, so I'm usually pretty brain dead during the week outside of the Thursday session.
Oh, that's what I meant. Like weekend is usually that's fine for me, and I guess Friday. What would be Friday to you, but Sunday to me, Saturday.
I think Sib, what might happen is we just run again, and you might not be here, and we'll just pick you up when you can be here.
That works.
Just because trying to move the day seems like a lot. Yeah. Life is so simple right now. Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, okay. Yeah, thanks, and I'll just ask every week, pretty much like Friday or Saturday, my time, our time, not Australia time, because you're in the future. So there you go. But cool. Yeah, I will talk to everybody soon.